morning, good morning. It's Monday, May 12th, 2025. Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope all the moms had a good Mother's Day and all that good stuff. Hopefully you did not get things that involve a cord. No blenders and irons and vacuum cleaners. But, yeah. You had fun with the kids, random? That's cool. It's interesting that even in Australia, you celebrate Mother's Day. I thought that was just like an American Hallmark holiday, some corporation holiday celebrated here in America. But that's cool. You celebrate it down there too. Why not, right? It's not like America doesn't celebrate other countries. We celebrate St. Patty's Day and what's the other one? Cinco de Mayo. So why not, right? But anywho, yesterday was a pretty good day. It rained pretty much all day. It's going to rain all day today too. Robert's not happy about it. He's not crazy about getting wet. He doesn't want to play in water, puddles, or stand out in the rain. So right now he's just laying on the floor, chill. But he is here. You think your dad's day is a different day? There was a little clip from, oh gosh, what's his name? Jim Gaffigan. He appeared on Sunday Morning, CBS Sunday Morning. It's a morning show. It's gone on for like 50 years. It's like, anyway, he appeared on there and gave this a little comedic speech about Mother's Day and that soon coming would be Father's Month. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. Here we go. So, there's Istanbul. There we go. Still not adjusted right. My rookie setup here. I thought I had it set up right. Good morning, Liz. Well, it's not Mother's Day today, but it is National Nutty Fudge Day. So, there you go. You got an excuse to make fudge today. If you've always been told not to make it, it's too fatty or whatever, go ahead and do it today because you'll be celebrating the day from National Nutty Fudge Day. Where do you get all this stuff, Malcolm? I get it off the internet. The internet doesn't lie. It's vast knowledge. It's all for us to consume. Oh, man. And then it's also National Limerick Day. I don't know any limericks, but if you like dad jokes and you're into that type of thing, today would be your day to just recite some limericks to your kids and make them roll their eyes. Oh my gosh, really random. That's where we're going to go, straight out the gate. Uncle Terry's stretchy britches with nutty fudge. Now. See, I don't know limericks either. I know they're like poems, but yeah, I don't know. I never was into limericks. Fudge nut? No, it's called National Nutty Fudge Day. Don't try to twist it, Terry. I'll put you in the 10-second timeout. And then the honey, yep, buttered sausage. This is like some things, these inside jokes that keep going on every single morning. But that's all good. We have our fun. Robert, what are you doing, buddy? He's not even looking at me. He's like facing the other way, laying down on the floor. Is there a National Microwave Bologna Day? There should be. National Microwave. When is National Microwave Day? That's December 6th. So on December 6th, you can have your National Microwave Bologna Day because it'll be National Microwave Day. See, yeah, it's all good. And National Bologna Day is October 24th. I would have to buy a pack of bologna and put it in the microwave to really get the experience of what you guys are talking about. I've never microwaved bologna before. I'm sure it makes a huge mess. I've never had buttered sausage either. So there's a lot of things that I'm missing out on. Really, Johnny B? And you know, as I've said many times, this channel is meant for people over the age of 18. Are they really? Are they that bad? Are they that bad, Random? You couldn't put them in the chat? Is that what's going on? I don't know. I mean, Johnny B and Terry aren't holding back for anything. So Johnny B likes Keanu Reeves in more than one way. Was that like his career, Liz? Now he was a limerick writer in Ireland. So I can't even do an Irish accent. I was like, okay, well, what do you do for a living? I write limericks. All right, Johnny B. He's all yours, buddy. Keanu Reeves, already claimed by Johnny B. They're 7.45 times worse than Uncle Terry. That does break the threshold, Random. I'm glad you said that. We're at, 7.40 is the threshold, and you broke it. So, good thinking there not to share those limericks on the chat. You think he was your great uncle? Did it change afterwards, Liz? Did he ever stop being your great uncle? He was kind of like a mediocre uncle after that. Ramesh is here. Good morning, Ramesh, our friend from India. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Not money and and then we got everybody's in here this morning. This is great. Mary's even here this morning. Good morning, Mary. Oh my gosh. Just a few seconds with your microwave bologna. Just a few seconds. If you read if you ever eat Pop-Tarts and you don't want to put them in the toaster and you decide to put them in the microwave instead, it explicitly says 3 to 5 seconds. That's it. I don't know what chemicals they have in there, some radiation or something going on with Pop-Tarts, but if you go 10 seconds or 15 seconds, they'll burn a hole through the bottom of your microwave and through the counter into the floor. I'm not sure why or how. There's other things you microwave, but it takes 2 or 3 minutes sometimes, or 90 seconds. Pop-Tart, 3 seconds. 3. You have to type that in. There's not even a button. There's not a Pop-Tart button on the microwave. You got to type it in. You can't do the express 1, 2, 3 button. You got to type in 3 seconds. It's like, I don't know. There's something in there that's not good for you. I eat Pop-Tarts. I like them. It's just some junk food that I like. I do not put them in the microwave. I had tried that before without reading the instructions, because who needs to read instructions? I mean, I didn't read instructions on that carburetor I rebuilt, and it ran. So I just like tearing things apart, putting it back together, and using my intuition. What is a Pop-Tart? All right, Slariah. It's just a pastry. Full of sugar and great taste, but horrible for you. Yeah, 3 seconds. I read that too, and I was like, what? I don't read instructions in video games either. Nope. I just dive in. Oh, what do I do here? Where are the buttons? And just take off. I did download a new game. I'll play it tonight for you guys. We'll do a game night tonight. I don't know when. I don't set a time. I just start streaming. But yeah, it's a new game. Yeah, I never read the instructions on a lot of things. I don't read instructions on. I just don't. I don't need to be bothered with other people's smart stuff. Whatever. I'll tell you one thing that you have to read instructions on, and that's the assembly of IKEA furniture. You've got to read the instructions on those things. It's just like it's the world's weirdest puzzle. I hate Rockstar. I hate Pearl Jam. Yeah, and I hate Rubik's cubes. So there's things I don't like, and Rockstar's one of them. Yeah, I don't read instructions. Just kind of go through it. That takes it takes away the mystery and the excitement of discovering things as you go along. See, random. They didn't come. His wife didn't come with instructions. So yeah. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Well, I have to admit that I'm impressed by Mike the Bike Dasher. This guy rides around on a bike doing DoorDash, and he's just all over the damn place, and he makes it look easy. And he live streams himself doing it. I'd get to the end of the block, and I'd have to catch my breath. It's a great exercise. He's out there hustling on a bike, so yeah. That's kudos to him. You'll probably get GTA 6 one day. They said even Miguel Grice Tyson, whatever his name is, he was commenting on GTA 6 and the attention to the detail that they had in perspective to all the action scenes and the physics of the game. But they waited so damn long to bring it out. It's like, you got the game. Why are you holding it out? People are waiting. They want to buy it. I guess they're just going through and making sure they iron out any and all possible bugs in the game. And I imagine that the day that it gets released and everybody goes online, the servers will probably crash because there's so many people flooding into the game all at once, excited to experience it. I would guess that they are preparing for that as well. But, yeah. You can wait for it to not have bugs in it? Right. Mother's Day, no kids, no problem. 50% on the poll so far. 12% said ungrateful little punks. And 38 said, wonderful day with wonderful kids. Oh, man. Oh, you like the mug? Yeah, everybody likes this mug. It's a fan favorite. I got it at Walmart, of all places. It holds a good amount of coffee, too. I need to find some really cool mugs. I told you that one of my old co-workers saw a mug at the store. It said BBC on it. And it was for Big Black Coffee. I don't know if I would get that one, want to drink out of that one or not. It's a beast of a mug. It speaks the truth. I like coffee and maybe 3 people. Not counting all of you guys on the screen. That would be 3 people in person. Well, there you go, random. Out of a flask. And people think you're getting drunk on the job. I wonder, put coffee in random things that make people wonder what the hell you're drinking. You know, I took a root beer to work one day, and they look like beer bottles at a glance, you know. And so, you know, I truly believed on these Zoom meetings that there's so many people that nobody was watching me, what I was doing on camera. Not that I wanted to be the center of attention for some business meeting, but I knew it was just like, they demanded all the cameras be on, and so I'm sitting there and I held this beer in the camera. It's not even a beer; it was a root beer. Held it in front of the camera and was just sipping it through the whole meeting. Nobody said a word. I covered the label and everything. It's a brown bottle. I thought for sure somebody would be like, Malcolm, what you drinking there, buddy? But evidently they didn't care. I proved my point. Like a thermos flask. Yeah. I used to have one of those really tall thermos coolers. Not cooler, but I'm lost for words right now. But anyway, I put hot coffee in it. It would hold almost a whole pot of coffee. When I was out in the field doing training and stuff like that in the Army, I would carry that thing around and just sipping coffee all day. Yeah, it can be a little shaky, but you're getting the real effect. There's no, that's where Mike, the bike dasher, needs one of those gimbals that holds the camera steady for you. But that would take away from the experience. I mean, you need the trim, you need the shaking of the camera to prove that he's on the bike. That's part of the experience. You guys want to know what happened on this day in history, May 12th? Bob Dylan walked off the Ed Sullivan Show in 1963. They wouldn't let him play the song that he wanted to play. And he wasn't really well known at the time. The network censors rejected the song he planned to perform, and he just simply walked off stage and left him hanging. And I think the Ed Sullivan Show was live. They took, you know, he walked away, and then he did some other stuff and became famous for mumbling on the mic. But I don't get Bob Dylan either. It was like, we're gonna play on the phone, do a coffee show for everyone to watch. That's all I hear when I think of Bob Dylan. I like to drink my coffee black. And then you got the Pearls you have. It sounds like he's having a seizure. I don't care for either one of them. I don't see the hype. Now, he wrote some songs for other artists. Bob Dylan did. And a lot of people like him. I'm just not crazy about him. Now, I don't hate Bob Dylan like I hate Pearl Jam. But, yeah, he's not one of my favorites. Sounds like him for sure. Malcolm and Dylan. Oh, I should do that. Get an old recording of Bob Dylan, like singing, and then I keep stopping him. Like, all right, listen, Bob. Nobody can understand what the hell you're saying. Take it again from the top. And do a little short that way. Like, no. Damn it. I give up. Just record it and walk off and it becomes a hit. Dylan and chalkboard. Oh, it's not a high-pitched screech type. He's got that mumbly low voice. It's Bob Dylan, Pearl Jam, pioneered the songs that you can't understand what they're saying genre. I put almost every song that comes out today in the I don't know what the fuck they're saying genre. So it's like you'd have a bunch of artists, and that could be good too. Mumble mouth greatest hits, and then we can do an advertisement for a CD of all the horrible singers that mumble on the microphone. Not Pearl Jam. The only reason women like Pearl Jam is because he's hot. It's nothing about the way he sings. They don't love him for his voice. They love him because he looks hot on stage. That's it. Bjork, yeah, if that's even how you say it. We can do a collaboration there, random. If you want to give me a list about 10 artists that you can't understand what they're saying, we'll put a CD together of greatest hits. And who buys a CD anymore? We'll put it on like cassette. I don't know. Do you really break down the lyrics of Pearl Jam songs? They're pretty twisted. And there's some stuff that he says that don't make sense. There's this one part of the Jeremy song, where he's talking about, let me look it up so I don't get this wrong. And tell me if this makes sense to you. Pearl Jam Jeremy lyrics. There we go. Trying to figure out. They unleashed. It's like it's almost like it's glorifying school violence. All right, where is it? There's a sentence in here that bothers me. All right. Now, if you're gonna, he says he hit me with a surprise left. My jaw left hurt. If I'm gonna hit you with the left, it would be your right jaw that would hurt. It's like I was like, wait a minute. If I hit you with the left, your right's gonna hurt, not your left. I would have to take and punch you around like this for my left to hit your left. It doesn't make sense. So there you go. One of the reasons I don't like Pearl Jam. Yeah, it's... yeah. You go read the lyrics. And then it just does that whole at the end for like 30 seconds. So yeah. Kid Terry likes two types of music, country and western. Nobody else sees the flaw in the lyrics of that song. Am I the only one that caught that? Hey, Josh. Doing some push-ups. Yeah, I used to be able to do push-ups. I can do about 20 now. No one cares. I know, Terry. Move on. Next one. I've hurt the Pearl Jam fans' feelings. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. And I don't know the complete story of this one either. This teen girl battles jellyfish to complete a 27-mile swim. Youngest to finish the top 7 ocean challenges. I guess she just like had to swim across a bunch of jellyfish. I don't think she was out there like punching them. I can't keep subscribers. I know, they keep bouncing. What's up with that? 27-mile swim. Damn. All these people with their long distance stuff. It just makes me feel even more lazy than I am than anything else. I was like, this one guy in the chat, he's doing 60 push-ups. This woman's swimming 27 miles. It's a teenage girl. It's not even a full-grown woman. I don't know if I want to fish with any, or swim with any jellyfish. Now, that's crazy. I don't even want to walk 27 miles. You know, I don't know if I even want to drive 27 miles. To be honest. Did push it. Right. I was like, what the hell? If I have to go somewhere and it involves a trip more than 20 miles, I'm like having to convince myself to go, even though I'm driving. that's the epitome of laziness right there, right? If I can't even get in a seat and listen to whatever song and music I want to in a climate controlled box for 30 minutes, yeah. Yeah. I don't understand. Some people subscribe, they unsubscribe. It's fine. It's part of the adventure. I did a video last night, kind of little things to look for when you start YouTube channel, and things that I learned along the way. It's real basic. It's like 20 minutes long, maybe not even that long, and so yeah. As far as like subscribers go, and when you really get into the stats of the channel, it's wild to look at how different videos do better than others, and how they fluctuate in views and subscribers. It's kind of, I mean, yeah. I don't know that I'll ever be able to comprehend it all, but yeah, I put it out last night, but that would be this morning. How's our day going to be today, Random? He's in Australia in the future, guys. And Mary posted it. She shared it for me. Thank you, Mary. It is short on some crappy brickwork. I know, right? It's so strange what people will sit there and watch, you know? And I think a lot of the stuff, Monday's good. All right, guys, we got our fortune teller, Random. He's in Australia. It's already evening time for him on Monday. And he's saying today is going to be an 8.5 out of 10. So go get him, guys. Today's going to be a good day. You didn't know, if you're new to this channel, we had a soothsayer, a fortune teller in our midst. And he's going to let us know how good the day is going to be today, if I can talk correctly. I think I need more coffee. Yeah, the potato unloader, that's wild too. Yeah, fix a Toyota mill. Well, I think the thing is, people like to see stuff that you just normally don't see every day. You know? How often do you see a guy laying brick? It happens all the time, but nobody really sees how you do it. You know, not in real life. And they're scrolling along like, oh, he's doing brick. Kind of always wondered how that worked. You know? And they watch you and they're like, huh, okay. And then they go on to the next thing. My DIY videos do really... I built that stupid little shelf right there, and it got, I think, 2,000 views. And it was like the simplest thing to put together, you know? Oh, but yeah, well, if you wear a thong, Random, you would have gotten way more views laying brick in a thong. An old pickup truck at a gas station. Yeah. Old car at the gas station. Whoa, what year is this? Whoa. You know. I need to like take my old truck up somewhere and act like a bunch of people are amazed by it. You know. Is that the original paint job? No way. And Mary got a bunch from a mailbox picture. Those are cool. Mary's down in Florida and she drives around doing gig work. She comes across a lot of custom-made mailboxes. And some are very creative. The mailboxes, I know it's wild. It's just, how often do you see all these goofy mailboxes out there in the world, right? You just got to find something. Me, I'm all over the place, though. But the little short with Cat Williams, that's got like 30,000 views. And it's mainly because he drops the F-bomb twice. And it's Cat Williams, who's super popular as a comedian. And people are like resonating with it, leaving comments like, yeah, that's exactly how my day's going. Or I can preach on, brother. And people can relate to it, you know. I'm going to go get a refill of coffee. You guys don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Dun, 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 dun. What I wanted to ask is you moms out there, what did you get for Mother's Day yesterday? We got Blue, Liz, and I'm sure and Mary, a few other people. What did you guys get for Mother's Day today? Put it in the comments. Let's let the I wasn't peeing. It was pouring coffee in a mug. Coming. Won't look at the camera. Huh. I'm trying to read the comments, guys. There was reinforced them crazy and will work. Yeah. 4 freaking times. We had a mail carrier in the rural area where she drove her own vehicle. And there was this particular mailbox that had 2 slots. One for all the mail, and then you had this little slot at the bottom for a newspaper. Because everybody's getting newspapers all the time in the mail now, right? But anyway, it had this bottom little pocket down there for newspaper delivery. And for a while there, every time she pulled up to that box to put mail in it, a bird would fly out of that thing. And this happened like 4 or 5 times in a row. And it would just flutter on her dash, create all kinds of chaos, fly out the other window. And she was like, she felt like it was getting attacked by a bird. She's screaming and whatever. She's telling the story. And she said one of the times that the bird, she pulled up, she got to the point where she's like trying to pull up real slow, not to startle the bird, you know. But it still came out and ended up taking a crap on her dash and before it flew out again. Oh, man, that's hilarious to me. But you got wasps and bees and all kinds of stuff, spiders and things like that on them. Trying to see what you got. Burgers on the grill, a lot of sleeping flowers. Well, that sounds good. I would take that for Father's Day. Well, I don't think, and Liz got flowers and dinner. That's nice. Everybody got flowers. What kind of flowers did you guys get? Just like a spring bouquet of flowers? What was some other things on here? Oh, because we love talking about wrestling. Who knows the wrestler Sabu? A.K.A. Terry Brunk. Does anybody know that wrestler? He passed away at the age of 60. He used to be on WWE. Hardcore pro wrestling legend Terry Brunk, better known as Sabu. Yeah, Black Widow, the spiders and stuff like that. I'm trying to read around and think. The fear was a snake in there. Yeah, Sabu died. I never watched. I don't remember seeing that guy wrestle. But evidently he was a big thing. Enough to hit. He was in Google Trends this morning. It's one of the things I check in the morning before I get on here. What's trending on Google searches. And he was the top trending thing yesterday. So he's obviously meant something to a lot of people because everybody was looking him up yesterday. On Mother's Day. You never watch wrestling? I did in the 90s a lot. It was just, it was just fun to watch. And the people I was working with were into it, so it's kind of like, something we could all talk about. It's all of it's staged and practiced and choreographed in some way. It's just a big acrobatic show with giant muscle dudes and thongs, basically. No Hulk Hogan? Not once? Come on, brother. Your grandmother loved wrestling? Hulk Hogan's your uncle? Sure, I don't know if I'd want to be my uncle. That was about it back in 93. The 90s were good as far as the wrestling was concerned. That's when you had WCW and WWE, and that would, you know, people were like, oh, I only watch this group, and oh, I only watch that group. I think, and then of course WWE won out. And didn't they have to change their name? It was WWF, but some wildlife federation that existed for 100 years, like, hey, we want that back. And they had to change it to WWE. Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan has a bar in Clearwater Beach. That's cool. Yeah, step into a Slim Jim. Ooh yeah. That's the only wrestling impersonation I can do. Macho Man, and he was one of my favorites too, just because the way he talked with the interviewer and stuff like that. That was fun for me. Take you as a child to go see the wrestling shows. Bye, Liz. Have a good day. I went to a couple of local wrestling matches. I remember one, Jerry Lawler, Lawler or something like that. He was in the Memphis area, and he was a big hit in that area for like the local circuit. And I got to see him walk past, you know, I was like, as a little bitty kid, and I was freaking out. Oh yeah, wow. Just a big, hairy, sweaty dude walking down the aisle to get in the ring, you know. Hey Eric, how's it going? You met the Hulk Hogan restaurant. You got to go to the restaurant. You're not going for the day. That'd be, I don't know. Do they give out, do they sell the yellow t-shirts that are easy to rip? Oh, Hulkamania. Excuse me. That'd be a gimmick. Just sell you these yellow tank tops that you can, that anybody could rip into. He had his niche, you know? That was his thing, ripping the shirt open. Women speak differently. Well, if she'd used a complete sentence, I would have known she was talking about the restaurant and not just going off on her own way. So, he has his own beer, too. Hulk Hogan has his own beer at the liquor store. Wow. Met Sting, Jake the Snake, Junkyard Dog. Oh, yeah, there were a bunch of them. Oh, come on. Different mindset. You saw this lady, she's like, I gotta go. And you're like, okay, we'll go. It's like, no, I'm talking about going to the place. You were trying to walk right into him? I bet, you know, Ric Flair would have been the one I would like to have met. Ran right into him. It was hilarious. Oh, pardon me, Mr. Hogan. Paying attention to getting for school. Okay. I'm trying to read the comics as well. But I like Ric Flair. He had that, woo! And he kind of walked backwards with this little strut. Almost like the Trump dance. I wonder if is Ric Flair even still alive anymore? If he's a supporter of the president? Okay, Mary. All right. We had some thunderstorms the other night. Yeah, they kind of come through here this time of year. It's not that big of a deal. Who doesn't know Rick? I know Ric Flair. He was like one of the best ones, in my opinion, as far as like stage performance. I really liked. He wrestled in the overseas circuit, and he made appearances on WWE. Oh, okay. Yeah. But with the wrestling, I like the interviews when they're talking trash about each other. How they're going to meet him in the ring next week, you know, kind of hype it up. Ric Flair still kicking. I hate to look at his picture, though, now, but it would ruin it for me. You know, it's like, you're like, imagine this Ric Flair, this wavy hair. It's like, I'm the most beautiful wrestler ever was. Whoa! You see him now, he's going to be all wrinkly and hunched over. It reminds me of this morning talk show on the radio called Bob and Tom, and some of you guys may know it. And, you know, they play a bunch of little skits. It got really old pretty fast because they just kept regurgitating the same stuff. But I like what they would come up with some stories, and I like listening to them. It was a good thing to listen to the ride to work in the mornings. And with the internet growing as it was, they decided to put a webcam in their little studio so you could watch them live on the microphone as they did the show. Ogdov killed Tony State passed. Wow. But anyway, when they put that webcam in there, in your mind, when you hear a radio personality and you've never seen them, you think you create this image of that person, whoever they may be. And when they put that webcam in the studio, and I saw what they were doing in there, between little skits, one guy's just reading a book, you know, and the other one's checking her phone, and they're just like blah, 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 and they're letting these little skits play, and they were using laugh tracks and stuff. It just completely ruined the show. I had this idea of these four people just having a blast, telling jokes and listening to things and just laughing all the damn time. And basically they were just sitting there bored, regurgitating the same little clips all the time. I have a break in the storms. Laugh tracks ruined my jokes. Yeah, you could tell like the old TV shows had those laugh tracks. It used to be, they would brag about filmed in front of a studio audience, and you know, you could hear the laughter and stuff, and it sounded real. And then they started going to the laugh tracks, and they sounded so fake. They were horrible. That people, a lot of shows, I don't think hardly any shows use laugh tracks or be in front of a live audience anymore. They just let you laugh about it if you want to. But anyway, they were weeks behind. I'm trying to read comments again. Space Mountain. We got Stone Mountain up here in Georgia. The controversial Stone Mountain with the big Confederate thing etched into the granite. And when they do a laser show, they're still celebrating the Confederacy. It's kind of like, all right, yeah. The Stars and Stripes newspaper, yeah, those are really cool. My dad gave me one, an actual print, Stars and Stripes of the moon landing, which is really cool. I don't have it with me. It's still over where Rachel is. I just never gone down there to get a few extra things I left behind. But anyway, yeah. It's past 30 minutes. I know, right? We're actually doing 45 minutes today. I thought you'd be proud of me, Terry. The Chevy Chase talk show. Norm Macdonald had a talk show, and it was pretty funny. I guess, you know, either you have the knack for it or you don't when it comes to talk shows in the morning. I'd like to think that I kind of got the knack a little bit. Some. I don't know. No, I didn't forget. I got help at work today, so I can leave in a couple minutes, and everything will be fine. So, we're all good. But the situation at work's fluctuating right now. Some days it'll be 30 minutes in the morning. Some days it'll be 45 minutes. Getting your mom didn't care if it was good or bad as far as the gifts for Mother's Day. The Wonderful Day with Wonderful Kids is at 56%. The No Kids, No Problem was 38% now, according to my poll. Yeah, you could have went out and grabbed a bunch of weeds blooming out in the yard, little dandelions and stuff, and brought that to your mom on Mother's Day as a kid, and she would love it, you know. It didn't matter. You could have brought her a pine cone, and she would have laughed and thought it was great. Because mommies love their babies. So, you know. Well, it's time for me to wind this thing down and call it a day. We already know it's going to be a good day. Again, randoms in the future. He says it's an 8.5 out of 10 day for us. So we got that to look forward to. You forgot kids suck. Well, you know, I was going to put on there Little Bastards or something like that, but I didn't do it. Excuse me. You guys have a great day. Like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. Check out some other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.